What's up everybody, Damon here, and in today's gaming news, Nintendo Switch 2 continues to be a success, Amazon's Mass Effect show has a production window, and Gears of War Reloaded has jammed up on launch. This is your daily fix. The Nintendo Switch 2's second month on the market was another explosive one, at least here in the US, where it surpassed 2 million units sold to date. That puts it 75% ahead of the sales pace set by the Nintendo Switch 1 in 2017. That is according to monthly data from Circana, whose analysis was shared with IGN by Matt Piscatella. Nintendo Switch 2 sales in July were so strong that July hardware spending reached 384 million, the highest July hardware spend since 2008. The Nintendo DS and Wii were the best sellers back then. Back to 2025, the Switch 2 was the best-selling console for the month of July, and unsurprisingly, is the best-selling console in the US year-to-date in terms of both dollar and unit sales, surpassing the PlayStation 5. The Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller is now the best-selling accessory of the year in both dollar and unit sales. I really like that controller. Already last month, the Nintendo Switch 2 became the fastest-selling game console of all time in the US, surpassing the PlayStation 4. On the software charts, July was dominated by new releases. EA Sports College Football 26 debuted at number 1 and is already the third best-selling game of the year so far. The EA Sports MVP bundle, which includes both Madden NFL 26 and College Football 26, followed it at number 2 for July and number 12 for the year to date. Donkey Kong Bonanza debuted at number 3 for the month and number 20 for the year so far, despite Nintendo not sharing digital sales data, so it could be even higher. The Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 debuted at number 4. Xbox was also well represented again in July's monthly charts. Aside from Tony Hawk, Forza Horizon 5 once again made an appearance thanks to its PlayStation release, this time at number 7. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 was at number 5, and Grounded 2 debuted at number 8. For Grounded 2, its appearance seems largely based on its PC release, as was the best-selling PC game of the month. However, it's nowhere to be found on Xbox's console rankings, likely due to its Game Pass inclusion. Microsoft also published 4 of the top-selling games on both PC and PlayStation this month. Monster Hunter Wilds remains the best-selling game of the year so far, and is still followed by the Oblivion remaster. Moving on, Amazon plans to film its Mass Effect TV series at the end of 2026, according to a new update on the project's production plans. The detail, published by Production Weekly, lists a Q4 2026 schedule for the Amazon Prime series to go in front of cameras. As previously announced, Fast and Furious 9 scribe Daniel Casey is attached as a writer, while Star Trek Beyond and Mindhunter writer Doug Jung is set to serve as showrunner. Currently, the series synopsis reads like a description of Mass Effect 1's plot. In Mass Effect, Commander Shepard, an elite human soldier, must stop a rogue Spectre agent, Saren, who has allied with a deadly race of synthetic organic machines known as the Reapers. As Shepard uncovers a vast galactic conspiracy, they assemble a diverse team of aliens and humans aboard the starship Normandy. Together, they race against time to prevent Saren from unleashing the Reapers and wiping out all advanced civilizations. Yeah, sounds pretty familiar. Fans seem to agree that a straight adaptation of the Mass Effect trilogy would likely cause a number of headaches. As a video game series based around player choice, even down to whether you play as male or female Shepard, the show would naturally have to pick a canon path to follow, overruling other story options. Perhaps Amazon's own adaptation of Fallout holds the answer. A series woven into the franchise's existing lore and featuring a handful of existing characters, the well-received Fallout adaptation is still free to tell its own story without simply adapting a specific game. Speaking of, the Fallout show is back for Season 2 on December 17th. And finally today, Microsoft has said it is aware of crashing issues with the newly released Gears of War Reloaded on Steam and confirmed it is investigating. A remaster of the original 2006 game, the shiny new version comes with improved visuals and audio, crossplay and cross-progression, and all the DLC from the Gears of War Ultimate Edition. Despite describing the port as faithfully remastered and optimized for PC, the game is currently sitting on a mixed user review rating on Steam, with players disappointed with crashing, low population in multiplayer, and missing pre-order bonuses. At the time I'm recording this video, only 50% of the 686 Steam user reviews were positive. Gears of War Reloaded launched on August 26th. Microsoft asked for patience while it looks into missing pre-order skins and matchmaking problems, and suggested the crashing seems to happen when the game is launched through Steam and the player signs in with a Microsoft account. Have you had problems launching Gears Reloaded on Steam? Let me know in the comments. And that is your daily fix for Wednesday, August 27th. Now that you're caught up on the news, check out our new video on the top 10 stealth games. I'm Damon Hatfield, and for all your video game news, stay tuned to IGN.